Welcome to my channel, The World Coin. Hello and welcome, coin lovers. This channel is dedicated to the fascinating world of coins from every corner of the globe. From ancient currency to modern mints, rare finds to everyday coins, we explore their history, design, and hidden stories. So subscribe now and join our growing community of coin collectors, history enthusiasts, and curious minds. Here coins top 2 euro cent, so let's get started. The euro currency, introduced at the start of the 21st century, represented one of the most ambitious monetary unification projects in history. On January 1, 2002, 12 European Union member states officially adopted the euro, replacing their long-standing national currencies with a shared symbol of European economic integration. Italy, with its rich history in art, culture, and finance, played a prominent role in this transition. Among the new coins introduced, the 2 euro cent coin of Italy, 2002 issue, stands out as a fascinating example of how design, symbolism, and practicality meet in a small copper-plated steel disc that circulates in millions of hands daily. This coin may appear modest due to its low denomination, but its story connects to themes of Italian identity, European unity, artistic heritage, and the evolution of modern money. To understand it fully, one must not only look at its physical characteristics but also explore the deep cultural context from which it emerged. Before 2002, Italy used the Italian lira, a currency that had served the nation since its unification in the 19th century. By the late 20th century, however, the lira was notorious for its relatively low value, with high denominations required for everyday transactions. Italy, being a founding member of the European Economic Community (EEC) in 1957, had long been supportive of the concept of European integration. The Maastricht Treaty of 1992 laid the foundation for the creation of the euro, establishing strict economic and monetary convergence criteria. Italy met these requirements and became one of the first wave of euro adopters. Thus, the Italian lira was phased out and replaced by the euro in January 2002. During this transition, Italian citizens received starter kits of euro coins, which included the 1, 2, and 5 cent copper coins. While the higher denominations such as the 1 euro and 2 euros coins attracted more public interest, the humble 2 cent coin became essential for small daily transactions. One unique feature of euro coins is that while the reverse side, common side, is shared across all Eurozone countries and depicts the denomination with a European map, the obverse side, national side, varies by country. Each euro-adopting nation was allowed to design its own obverse, showcasing national culture, heritage, and identity. In Italy, a national competition was held in 1998-1999 to select the designs for its 8 euro coins. Each denomination was assigned to a famous Italian artwork or cultural icon. Rather than choosing a single theme, such as royalty in Spain or animals in Ireland, Italy opted to celebrate its artistic and cultural masterpieces spanning different eras. The 2 euro cent coin was assigned to depict the Mole Antonelliana, an iconic 19th century building in Turin. This was somewhat unusual, as most other Italian euro coins featured famous paintings or sculptures. However, the Mole Antonelliana held both architectural and cultural significance, making it a symbol of national pride. The obverse of the 2 euro cent coin 2002 Italy shows the Mole Antonelliana, a monumental building designed by Alessandro Antonelli in the late 19th century. Originally conceived as a synagogue, it became instead a secular monument and eventually the home of the National Cinema Museum. The depiction is highly stylized yet detailed, showing the tall spire of the building that dominates the Turin skyline. At the left of the design appears the letter Re, an abbreviation for Repubblica Italiana, Italian Republic. Around the coin, 12 stars represent the European Union, symbolizing Italy's membership in the European community. The year of issue 2002 appears near the bottom, flanked by a small mint mark, R, for Rome Mint, Istituto Poligrafico e Zecca dello Stato. The initials of the coin's designer, Luciana de Simoni, are also inscribed. This design is particularly meaningful because the Mole Antonelliana embodies Italian architecture, innovation, and cultural heritage. Its selection also represented the decision to highlight not just Renaissance or classical Italy, but also the modern contributions of Italian engineering and culture. The reverse, identical across all Eurozone countries, was created by Luc Luycx, a Belgian designer from the Royal Belgian Mint. It shows the denomination 2 euro cent in large numerals and letters. A globe highlighting the European Union's position in the world. Parallel lines crossing the globe, symbolizing global trade and economic integration. The 12 stars of the EU surrounding the map. This side emphasized unity and the collective identity of the euro area, in contrast to the national obverse. Value: 0.02 euro, 2 euro cents. Composition: copper-plated steel 94.35% steel core, 5.65% copper plating. Color: red-brown due to copper plating. Weight: 3.06 grams. Diameter: 18.75 millimeters. Thickness: 1.67 millimeters. Edge: smooth with a single groove, unique feature distinguishing it from the 1 and 5 cent coins. Mint: Istituto Poligrafico e Zecca dello Stato, Rome, Italy. The use of copper-plated steel gave the coin durability while keeping production costs low. Its size and groove helped visually impaired individuals distinguish it easily. Upon introduction in 2002, the 2 euro cent coin circulated widely in Italy, as the country, like many southern European states, relied heavily on coinage for small everyday purchases such as newspapers, bus tickets, and groceries. However, as years passed, public opinion about the smallest euro denominations began to shift. Many Italians and other Europeans found the 1 and 2 cent coins cumbersome, often left unused in wallets and drawers. Retailers frequently rounded prices to the nearest 5 cents, reducing their necessity. Despite this, in 2002 the coin was minted in huge quantities to ensure smooth transition into the euro system. The choice of the Mole Antonelliana was deeply symbolic. Turin, once the capital of Italy, is associated with innovation, industry, and culture. The building itself, standing at 167.5 meters, was one of the tallest brick structures in the world at the time of its completion. By placing this architectural wonder on a coin, Italy celebrated not just its ancient Roman or Renaissance past, but also its modern identity. Moreover, since the Mole Antonelliana now houses the National Cinema Museum, the design connects with Italy's global influence in the film industry, recalling the legacy of directors like Federico Fellini and the Italian tradition of neorealism. For most circulated 2002 Italian 2 cent coins, the value remains face value, just 2 cents. However, numismatists collect them as part of full euro coin sets. Coins in uncirculated condition or proof sets can be worth more, typically between €1 5 euros, depending on rarity and demand. Interestingly, certain minting errors such as misstrikes, off-center designs, or double impressions can fetch higher prices. Additionally, Italy once issued a controversial 2002 1 cent coin with the Mole Antonelliana design instead of the Castel del Monte, an error which has become very valuable. This makes the Mole Antonelliana motif particularly famous among collectors. The 2 cent coin has been at the heart of debates within the European Union. Some countries like Finland and the Netherlands phased out 1 and 2 cent coins in everyday transactions, rounding to the nearest 5 cents. Italy, however, continued minting them for many years, despite growing public frustration over their inconvenience. The European Commission has periodically considered abolishing these coins, citing high production costs compared to their face value. Yet, they remain legal tender across the euro area. Coins minted in 2002 hold special significance, as they were the first year of issue. For Italians, holding a 2002 2 cent coin meant possessing a symbol of both the end of the lira and the beginning of a new European chapter. Many kept them as souvenirs of the historic currency changeover. The Rome Mint struck millions of these coins, ensuring wide distribution. Today, they remain a common sight in circulation, though many older coins are gradually withdrawn due to wear. The coin also represents how culture is woven into daily commerce. A person buying a coffee or a loaf of bread in 2002 Italy may have handled the Mole Antonelliana without even thinking of its significance. In this way, euro coins serve as miniature ambassadors of national heritage, educating millions of people, including tourists and other Europeans, about Italian identity. The 2 euro cent coin from Italy, 2002, is more than just a tiny piece of change. It encapsulates Italy's role in European unification, its pride in cultural and architectural achievements, and the practicalities of modern coinage. From the towering Mole Antonelliana depicted on its obverse to the globe of the European Union on its reverse, the coin represents both national pride and continental unity. Though often overlooked because of its low denomination, it is a numismatic artifact of immense symbolic value. For collectors, historians, and ordinary citizens alike, the 2002 Italian 2-cent coin tells a story of transition, identity, and the blending of old traditions with new realities. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A new coin story awaits you every next day.